Hi, thanks for joining. It's Patty from PS Paper Crafts, and I wanted to show you this sweet card that I made with the little bird and the nest and the eggs. I love birds, so when I saw this in the new catalog, I had to have it. It's really cute, and that's the inside. And it just says, just because. So I'm using the birds and branches. All these different stamps. You'd have the bird facing different ways. You can do some background colors. There's all kinds of things you can do. The eggs are really nice because they stamp as one and they cut as one instead of three individuals. And then there's a birds and more dies that come with it as a bundle. If you wanted to buy it as a bundle, you could do them individually. And there's the bird cutouts for some of the stamps, and then there's bird that have some embossing, so you don't need to stamp it. There's the eggs. I'm dying to try this. This is going to be my next card. It's a beautiful kind of wreath that you can cut out and then have a bird standing in it, and there's this great border. So there's a lot of great stuff in this. So let's get started. I'm using the Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. So let me just I'm using Garden Green, and then this sheet of paper. I love this side as well, but I thought this would be a good background for this card. So I'll do the stamping first, and then I'll cut out off camera because there's a lot of different cutouts to make. So I have some scrap paper. Let me just get that out. This is my focal, and I'm going to stamp the nest in crumb cake, and then I'll cut that out. So let's get that going. And I'm just going to kind of stamp it over on the side. I'm going to stamp a bunch of things on this piece of paper. It's Whisper White cardstock. I'll do the 3 eggs, and I'm doing them in Seaside Spray. So I'll do them. See, it's nice. You get all 3 of them. I tried a few different blues, and I like this blue the best. I actually thought Balmy Blue would be good, but I didn't really care for it. I'll do the bird in Pacific Point. And I wanted the bird that's facing this way. So you can have your choice, and you can play around. I had a hard time, it's funny, with the little feet. It's hard to tell which one is the right one. So you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's do the bird. Oh, I did the wrong bird. Haha. I don't know why I have that one mounted. So that's the solid bird. I wanted to color part of his wing and his belly. And you could do this as a 2-step where you do like this bird lighter. I don't know. I guess you could do this bird lighter and then that bird. You'd have to play with it. And then I want to do the little feet. So this is what I'm talking about. This is actually a stamp. So I have that with the early espresso. It's upside down. All right, we don't want to forget the little feet. And then I will take all the dies and make sure I have the right ones. So I have this one, and then this one, and the eggs, and then which one is this? This is where I had a hard time. I think it's that one. So I'm going to just turn this off for a minute and do my cutting, and I'll be right back. So I'm back. I have everything cut out. So I have my little bird, my nest, and my eggs, and everything's all cut out nicely. So let me get these and put them. I've got to get my magnets going for these so I don't lose anything. So put that aside and put this aside. So I'm going to color the bird. I did use just 2 of the blends. I used the light So Saffron for his belly, or her belly, I don't know. And I don't know if this is really colors for a bird, but I like a blue bird with the blue eggs and a little yellow on it. And then I just figured I would use, this is light Calypso Coral, just to give a little bit of color. I keep seeing, I think they're Orioles, or some form of Orioles. They're jet black and shiny with a bit of orange by its wings. Somebody told me that they're not really Orioles, but so I don't know if they're an imposter or what, but they're beautiful. I love birds. I love bird feeders and all of that. I'm going to put the feet on so I don't lose them. And just make sure you put the glue on the front. It's a little bit backwards from what you would think. You always put glue on the back of things, but I want to put it on. Oh, there we go. So that they just sit right here. And I'm actually going to lay that upside down. So now I want to get my focal layer here, and I want to try to figure out where I want to stamp. There's a long branch, so I stamped this branch and then a couple of these, and these leaves go perfect for both of them. They're the same kind of design there, so it's really nice. So I have early espresso. I'm just going to kind of eyeball this, that I want the wreath around there, and I'll probably move it as we go, depending on where the branch is. So I see a hair or something in there. You can see it from this side. Oh, maybe it's a scratch on the block. So I'm just going to go across here, and I want both ends to be showing a little bit. And it's nice because you can see it's kind of textured. There's light and dark. It's all part of the stamp. And then I'm using, well, let me do the other branches, and then I'll do the green. So the branches, I don't want to do it too close to here because when you put the leaves on, they really make it big. And then I'll do one like this. And I think you can, doesn't have to be perfect. You can move it around, or you could put more leaves on, more trees. It doesn't matter. So let me just close up the early espresso and get out my garden green. Got all kinds of little scraps here. And you can fit, I want to do it before I ink it. If you move it around, you can see that one of the branches fits up here. That's how I'm eyeballing it. So I want this branch and this branch to go up here and in here. And again, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. So just take your time and move it around until it looks like it's in place. And then I like to move my paper so that it's easier to line up. So I'm going to go all the way around, get it in place, and then we'll do this last one. It's really beautiful. I do love this. Let's see, keep going around, trying to get that top one, and this is going to go off the paper, which is perfectly fine. And I like that the leaves have, some of it's missing. It's got a little texture to it. So I also did that on the inside. So let's do that on the inside layer as well. Let's get the brown. So on the inside, I just did the branch on the top and the bottom. Because again, I don't know what I'll save for this. So we go with leaving it blank and then adding a sentiment or not, depending on who I send it to and why. I mean, this says just because, so it really could go for kind of a thinking of you, that you're just sending them a note just because. So we'll do 2 of them, and then I'll put that on the side and get the green out. And hopefully you could see all of this. I hope this makes sense. Just rotate it until you see where it fits in. You'll know it when you see it. Okay. That is not fitting in. I feel like I'm off here a little bit. Ah, that's it. I did have that bottom off a little bit. Okay, so that's done, and then I want to do my sentiment. So the sentiment is from Lovely You, and this is also in the new catalog. All of this is from the new catalog, which went live June 3rd. So this has some really nice sentiments, and I think it's nice that it has the, you know, the print and then the script. So there's some great sentiments here. Cherished friend, trust me, you're lovely, wildly grateful, you're my person. So I'm going to do it just because again, because I like that. And I'm just going to do it right down here. And let's see, I have it inked up. Make sure it's not upside down, and I just want to test it here because I'm doing it right on the card. Usually we do it on a tag or something, so if you mess it up, you can just do it again. So that looks good. And then we just have to put our pieces together. So I put the eggs down, kind of figured out where I put the nest, and then I laid my eggs down. I didn't want any over by Mom, so I kind of put two together here, and then a third one over here, and left room for Mom. So that looks good. So I'm going to lift this up, and then I'll just glue down each egg individually. So just put a little bit. So I hope you've all gotten a chance to look at the catalog. I have an online PDF. So if you don't have the catalog and you want to see it, if you go to pspapercrafts.com, you'll see that there's a catalog that you can click on, and then you can see, you know, a PDF of it. And if you want a hard copy and you don't have one, just let me know and I'll get one out to you. So let's see. And the nice thing about the liquid glue is you can move it around a little bit. Okay, I'm putting this down with the liquid glue as well, and then I'll pop up the bird. And she's already got her feet or her claws or whatever you want to call them attached, so she'll go as one piece. So let's put the glue away, get out our dimensionals, and I think I'll put 3 on her, and then I did pop up this whole layer as well. Let's see if I can fit this. Let me just cut it. I probably should have moved it down on the feet more. So I'm just going to cut it because I don't want it hanging over. And we'll put one here. And I wonder if this will fit by the feet. I wanted to make sure the feet were secure. Let's see if it shows through. Okay, good. So we'll take off the backings. And then we can attach everything. So just have her perched on the side, watching her eggs. And then I'm going to just add some dimensionals back here. I'm going to put a good amount down because it's a big layer. Okay, let me take the backs off quick. Okay, so now we're going to put it on this and just center it up. And let me add the inside. I think this would be a fun card to get. I would like to receive it if somebody were to make it and send it to me. I like it. And then we'll put this one on out here. I love that paper. I love this Forever Greenery paper. It's just really beautiful. So I think I'll be using that a lot. Okay. Now the last thing I did was I put these gems on, and I made a mistake. I put this gem over here, and then when I pulled it up it was a hole, so I had to put the clear ones. I'm not crazy about the clear ones, so we're going to just go with the green ones. These are the for flowers for every season gems, and they're green and they're white, and they're good for the mason jar where you can do the shaker card. It has a mason jar dome. I think that's what they're really meant for. But I thought they were a nice color for this. So I'm going to use my Picket tool. Whoops, I unscrewed it. This should pull. There we go. And it has that little sticky, and I'm using tweezers, and I'm just going to lay them out first, and then I'll figure out where I want them. So I kind of moved them around after I made that mistake. Do you ever do that? Have to cover something up because you made a boo-boo? And this is where I'll use these. Sometimes they're too sticky. Woo. Okay, and I want to get a tiny one. I think that's a tiny one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5's the number. So let's try to do this with the glue. And I think I overshot with the glue as well. So I'm going to try to pick them up this way. And just put a dab. For some reason I'm having a hard time controlling this glue. Oops. Okay. And let's do this one. See, that's too much. But it'll dry clear. So let me put this down. I think I'm going to do it the other way. I thought that might be easier. But let me do this. Pick it up. Put the glue down. Oof, too much. Let me just get a little bit of that off. I'm making a mess of it. There we go. Always use your fingers, right? I don't know why I'm having a hard time with that. There we go. Okay. Sorry, this is a little bit crazy here. I should have used the paintbrush method. Have you seen that? Whoa. Where did that go? It's on my finger. Oh my goodness. This is comedy hour, folks. I'm all thumbs today. I'm going to do this last one and we're done. Hope you're enjoying this and getting a little bit of entertainment here. Okay, that was the right amount of glue, finally. Okay, phew. It shouldn't be that hard. But anyway, I think that it really looks nice with them, so I really wanted to use them. And this glue will dry clear, and I can probably just scrape it in a little bit with one of my tools. So this is the card inside. I think it's pretty, and I love this set. I think I'll be using it a lot. Thanks a lot for joining, and have a good day. Bye.